SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. This match will be the third place match in the men's division, and it's the match between the Ghana Airforce and the Ghana Prisons. What a match we are about to witness here, and from wherever you are watching us, you are live on the Super Volleyball Championship YouTube page. We are live on GHOne and across the EIB network. We are ably partnered by the EIB network. We are sponsored by Creators SE, Jata Cement, Japan Motors, Perla Mineral Water, Red Bull Energy Drink, Nasco Electronics, Soccerbet, The Meal Box, KD Graphics. We are ably supported by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, the National Sports Authority, and the Ghana Volleyball Federation. Thank you very much for joining us, and on your screens are the lineup for the Ghana Airforce. From Zone 1, Marvin Bejewu. From Zone 2, Thomas Ofori. Zone 3, Bernard Atom. Zone 4, Wisdom Numawase. Zone 5, Augustine Jamra. And Zone 6, John Atta. And as you can see, John Atta is pairing up with Bernard at the middle blockers row. And Thomas Ofori pairing up with Jamra at the outside hitters row as Marvin starts this match. Also pairing with Wisdom. And once again on your screens will be the lineup for the Ghana Prison Service team. And starting from Zone 1 is Seth Bauer. And Zone 2, Elvis Andy. Yes, Zone 2, Elvis Andy. Zone 3, Theodoros Dua. Zone 4, Emmanuel Enchel. Zone 5, Bless Azamati. And Zone 6, Charles Owusu. This is the match between the Ghana Air Force Service and Ghana Prison Service. The third place match of the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. In your shot is top referee Joshua there, who is looking on to receive confirmation to start the match. Joshua Ade. And once he gets the nod, and he does, Emmanuel Encho in your shot there with Malik. First service there to the Ghana Air Force team, and Marvin gets us underway. And this is a third place match of the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. Ghana Air Force draw first blood as Theodoros misses narrowly. And Enchel, very good attack there by him, and he gets the Ghana Prison Service on the scoreboard 1-1. This is the first set of a possible 5-set trailer. We are in for a very huge and big match. Who would win? Thomas go for the rule shot. Retrieved by Thomas, goes for the power. Exactly, he gets it. Beautiful defensive play there by the Ghana Air Force team. And Thomas goes for the jump service. Wonderful service there. That's unfortunate for Malik there as he hits out of bounds. If you are watching us on the Super Volleyball Championship YouTube page, do well to drop a like. Also comment. Tell us where you are watching us from. Tell us your name and where you are watching us from. We are good to go. And also do well to subscribe to the channel, as all other links will be dropped to you. Mind you, today is the final day for the Super Volleyball Championship, and the match currently ongoing is the third place match in the men's category between Ghana Airforce men and Ghana Prisons men. Already people can see their fathers in the team. Interesting. Yeah. Etonam is urging the Prisons team to be relaxed and play. Well, when you're on court, it's a different story though. But I'm sure they would hear you. Beautiful attack there. Wisdom, Numawase, has picked up a massive form in this championship. This outing for him has been most impactful, as he has always put up such a performance. Only that their game against the Army team in the semi-final did not see same performance. Clifford is watching us from Krobo Dumase. Clifford, welcome. And Ghana Airforce lead by 7-3. Nicely worked there between Seth Bauer and Owusu, Charles Owusu there. That's unfortunate for Malik. He serves strong but into the net. (8-4) is the scoreline. Wow, massive attack for Encho as he gets the friendly hands of the block and the brush out. Cecil, the game of volleyball is like such. Although Ami lost 3-0 in the first group stage match against Airforce, looks like they came back to win and avenge and do a revenge on Ghana Airforce to qualify into the finals. Deborah Mensah says, come on, wins. Sorry, Eagles. I beg your pardon. And immediately, Ghana Prisons team signal for a timeout as they trail by 5 points. The Ghana Airforce team take a 5 points lead, and I'm sure they are looking to put this game to bed as fast as possible. Again, you're welcome to the Borteyman Sports Complex. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. This encounter is between the Ghana Airforce and the Ghana Prisons team. This is the third place match of the championship. The coach of the Airforce team on your screen shortly. Monster block there by Thomas Ofori as he shuts down Bless, the opposite attacker for Prisons. Coach Bismarck Amonu was in your shot. Was in your shots for the Ghana Air Force. Wow, huge block there. Huge block. Very disciplined block there by the Ghana Air Force team as Bernard Atom pairs up with Marvin. And they shut down Emmanuel Encho. You can see on your screens there, John Boo, all smiles. That's unfortunate for Bless as he hits long and out of bounds. Some people have the government name or some of the players, and I can suspect you, Cecil. I know you and Seth have played, and you guys have had a nice run there with the Blue Skies team. Matthias Odo is watching us from Taiman. Matthias, you're welcome. Kindly do well to share the link to others who would watch, and also like and comment as you've just commented. Thank you for supporting the channel. Philip Stevens says that he's watching us from Nigeria. A beautiful wrist away pipe there. Beautiful. On your screens there was Malik coming through massively. Thomas Ofori unfortunately tags the antenna with the ball there. Theodoros is in some kind of discomfort. Hopefully he's fine, he's on his feet. And number 6 shirted man for the Ghana is inside. Thank you very much, Philip Steven or Stephen Phillips. Your ladies team, the Nigerian Customs team, are into the finals of the competition though, and they'll be coming up after this game. They'll be playing against Ghana Air Force ladies. But this game on your screens now is between the Ghana Air Force men versus the Ghana Prisons men. 14-8 is the scoreline. What a match this is turning into. John Boo, rather uncharacteristic of him, attacks through the pipe. Yes, yes, a lot more monster block from the Airforce team as they've disciplined themselves to stay with the ball and with the net such that they would not infringe the net. We did not also know that Etonam has already predicted that police would. He's saying that from the start of the championship, I predicted police, which Army to second. Okay, you predicted police to be first and Army to be second and dominate the game, but Army was lacking little bit. But thank God we found a way. And they are back in the finals. Army versus Police, of course. Army versus Police in the men's division of the finals. I like what Darlington is doing as he's ably soliciting for likes for the page and particularly this match. Wow, wisdom. Numa was doing the most for the Ghana Air Force team. Gets them out of trouble, gets the brush out. He's doing so well in this outing of the championship. That's unfortunate for Bernard Atom, who serves into the net. Bernard has been aced there. Wow. He goes again for the jump. Oh, that's unfortunate. He hits wide. And Ghana Air Force on a 6-point lead. Brilliantly done by Abdullahi Otu. Finding the hands of Charles Owusu through the middle there. For the jump service, nicely taken. Wisdom. He hits wide and out. He goes again. Unfortunately hits into the net. Augustine Jamra goes for the ball at the service line. Then so he'll go for his powerful jump service. He serves out as he intended to serve Emmanuel Encho on the line there and misses entirely. Wow. Beautiful recovery off the foot. Unfortunate. And John Atta, popularly known as Dr. Boo, tips it brilliantly behind the block. Only that Abdullahi Otu's touch could not be retrieved. Nice pick indeed off the foot of the player. I have said in other broadcasts that in the modern game of volleyball, do everything you can do everything you can to keep the ball in the air on your side while playing for just 3 touches. It's very key. So if the ball hits your foot, Ghana Airforce signals for a timeout. If the ball is to hit your feet, it is still, and it gets that height or whatever it is still a valid play. Should it be within the bounds of your 3 touches, we are still in and will continue to play. Coach Bakoma there at the bench and in the stands, and some fans here. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. We are live at the Borteyman Sports Complex. We are ably partnered by the EIB Network. We are sponsored by Kratos SC, Jata Cement, Japan Motors, Perla Mineral Water, Red Bull Energy Drink, NASCO Electronics, Soccerbet, The Meal Box, KD Graphics. We are also ably supported by the Ministry of Sports and Entertainment. The Ministry of Sports and Recreation, I beg your pardon. National Sports Authority and the Ghana Volleyball Federation. This game is between the Ghana Air Force team and the Ghana Prisons team. Currently, Ghana Air Force are in the lead with 21-16. Elvis Andy has been introduced into the game as an attacker for the Ghana Prison Service team. He goes to serve now, hitting powerfully into the block and out of play. Thomas comes in with a boom there. Wow. Thomas Ofori, your shot. A very, very good young player. He has a lot of spring in his legs and a lot of power from those hands of his. Watch out for him. And he aces right on cue. Wonderful, wonderful volleyball play there by Thomas Ofori on your screens, and Coach Bismarck congratulates him there. Watch out for that young man. He comes with very, very good intent, and he will be a very, very good player going forward. The Eagles keep flying indeed. Air Force all the way. Collins Kwanzaa is watching us from Adenta. You are welcome, Collins. Philip, thank you very much. Of course, we keep praying for the organization and the organizers that they have good health and God blesses them. We will be having this in bigger forms. Fantastic organization. Thank you, Emmanuel Sampa. Long live Ghana Volleyball indeed. Yes, very good defense from both teams. Wow, Jamra finds the fingers and brushes in. Wonderful, wonderful play for Ghana Air Force as they've now arrived at the set point, 24-17. Sports Fitness TV is watching us from Tadi. I don't know who Sports Fitness is though, but I'll mention your name, masses. Kochiteria says boom and Clifford also says boom. Yes, Thomas at the zone 2 position is a very, very, very troublesome attacker. I mean, I've had the privilege of teaching him a thing or two at the University of Ghana while I was in school. But the Ghana Airforce team is one set up with a scoreline 25-18, winning the first set. With that spike there by Wisdom, Numa was a very, very key set. I tell you what, winning the first set really increases your team morale, and it urges your team on to have more confidence that this is possible. What you would not like to do is to lose focus and momentum and lose energy. It will worry you greatly. Yes, the future is looking very good for Air Force number 1. That's Thomas there. Indeed. Yes, Thomas is very good. Indeed, he's very good. And he's everywhere. Of course, he's playing as an outside hitter here in this competition and in this match. Darlington says that let's take them to the skies and reform them well. That's a very, very... Darlington, you cause trouble. Right. Let's go, Airforce. Gabriel Opoku. And Martha. Well done, Wheezy. Martha, I tell you what, and all watching, Wheezy has been one of Ghana Air Force's real weapons in this competition. And watching over the past week and throughout the tournament, I can easily say that he has done very, very well. Very, very well. He has picked up incredible form, and he's doing very well as an opposite player. Innocent Senior is watching us for Manso in Ashanti region, supporting Air Force. For the final, he's supporting Ghana Army. He said he's a W1. Okay. Well done, Team Air Force. Snacks Doctor. Sila the Snacks Doctor. Samuel Elikem says, let's go Reformers. So we are back to the second set of the third place match of the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. All who are watching, if you've not subscribed yet, do well to subscribe and like, and also tell me where you are watching from. Tell me your name and where you are watching from. This is the third place match between Ghana Air Force and the Ghana Prison Service. Wow, Thomas, right on cue. I tell you what, he did not come to play at all. He's doing incredibly well. Oh yes, oh yes. This is, some people have said it's a match between Thomas and Elvis. Of course, they both from the University of Ghana team. Two very well groomed players, easily coachable players. I'm very happy that they've been under my tutelage for a while. And a monster block there by Bernard Atom as he shuts down Charles Owusu. Interesting. Ghana Air Force 3-0. Wow. Well, I tell you what, if you can make your way to the Borteyman Sports Complex, the view in the stands and the feel in the auditorium is something you will not like to miss. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And we're having a wonderful time in the life of Ghana volleyball. The sound of the ball and the speed of the service and all that, you may not appreciate watching on screen, but of course, we know you can make do with that. Bernard Atom intelligently tips to the middle of the prison's court there. Mind you, Elvis Ande is on court and he came to substitute Emmanuel Encho. And this is the match people have been talking about. Thomas Ofori at the service line versus Elvis Ande also on his opposite team. Malik at the time gets the fingers and into the court. Yakubu Dauda, of course, one of them will take bronze. That one, I don't know who particularly, as I remain neutral. Wisdom, that time, went for the angle and finds it. Anas, the coach of Prisons, could not believe that that ball was in. Malik comes through, Elvis Ande, right on cue there, comes through the pipe attack. Watch out for this young man too, number 3 shirted man on your screens in the middle of the Prisons court there. Another incredible talent. Augustine Jamra goes to the fingers, recovered nicely, and Elvis comes back. Beautiful shot there. Incredible, incredible game. This is really a match between Ghana Airforce and Ghana Prisons. I would like to resist the temptation to say that it's between Elvis and Thomas. No. And Ghana Prisons hoist a massive block and brings us to level pegging in the second set. 5-5 is the scoreline. Augustine, nicely done by Elvis. Follows through. Unfortunate for his attack this time. It rather went into the net. Official Deluxe, please, I'm not a coach. I'm sure Brad Kwesi and the rest can help you, so you can either contact him or I know that Linton too is good, so there's a huge difference between being a player and a coach. Of course, some can do both. Others should just stick to playing, and others should just stick also to coaching. Wow, monster block there. Monster block. Huge, huge block there for the Ghana Prisons team. Emmanuel Abebio and Abdullahi Otu shuts down Augustine Jamra. Unfortunately for Malik, hits into the net once again. Simmons Peter is watching us from Atebubu. I trained both Elvis and Thomas. I would inform them after the match that is what you said. They would contact you after the game. That is out. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for Bless there. And Ghana Airforce hoping a 3-point lead. Elvis receives. Malik comes through the pipe. Brilliant defense. He comes again and hits out of bounds. Wow, a touch has been called by top referee Joshua Abbey. He calls for a touch of the fingers of the Airforce block, and they are not happy. And you can see John Atta there putting his hands behind his back and supposedly respecting the decision of the referee, yet questioning him as well. Can see some fans here at the Borteyman Sports Complex keenly looking on. Thomas, I tell you what, he has not failed at all. Interesting attack there. Obed is watching from Akuse and saying that it's not a done deal yet for Prisons. There's going to be a comeback. Well, we live to see. Elvis. Okay. So there we go again. Thomas attacks. Elvis attacks, and they are doing very well for their respective teams. Wow, intelligent tip there. Nice use of the fake set by Marvin, and gets the point for the Air Force team. He goes to the service line now. Prince Yara, I can't tell why Nicholas isn't playing. I'm not a coach. Well, Elvis gets one on the head of Thomas and out of bounds there. It's fair to say that they both would like to prove a point to each other. And quite unfortunate for Thomas. The call there. The block was resolute. And they stopped him, but he infringed the middle line. He apologizes. And we are back. 11-10 is the scoreline. Ghana Prisons lead by... Ghana Air Force lead by a point. Wisdom. Wow. He climbs way up there and hits the ball above the block. He has not failed his team at all. Thomas goes to the service line. And rather unfortunate for Elvis on that play there. He hits out of bounds. And Etonam, Brakwesi dealt with this question on an earlier broadcast, and I think, wow, that's an ace service. Thomas doing the most for the Air Force team, and he's on fire now. I dare say that he's the leading scorer for this game. Interesting Thomas Ofori. Powerful jump service. He goes for it again. Malik comes back, finds the fingers of the block, and it's an out ball and a point to Ghana Prisons team. You can see Wisdom explaining to the coach on how he had intended to arrest Malik on that play there. At Onam, the issues of the extension may be that there may not be facilities that would host all these. Of course, I heard or I saw someone explain that UCC has a gym. Well, I think that all suggestions will be good. It will be sent to the organizers for possible consideration, and when necessary, it will be extended. But I dare say that it's not an easy thing to organize. It's not an easy championship to host. There's a lot that go into it. A lot of sacrifices, lots of sponsorships, lots of bargaining left, right, center. So the CEO of Kratos SC, in the person of Mohamed Audu Apitog, has done incredibly well. He has done a yeoman's job. It's not likely that you find just an individual put on this weight and then carry the Ghana volleyball through all these, even to reach this standard. We thank him so much for putting Ghana volleyball on the map. So we continue the game, and 16-13. There is a scoreline. Malik comes through there with the cross-court spike. Wonderful angle there. Elik Plim is watching us from Agbozome. Ajabeng Elik Plim. Welcome, Elik Plim. Do well to like, subscribe to the page, subscribe to the platform, and also comment. Share the link to others also to watch. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship, the final day of the championship. And this match is the third place match for the championship. You don't want to miss. Daniel Barry is saying that we should be expecting them and that they are coming strongly next year. That's Kalibi men. Of course, if you do come so strongly, we'll be expecting you. Why not? Elvis gets one over the block there. That's rather uncharacteristic of Thomas Ufowi, as he intended to hit the ball first time. Only that he mistimed the ball, and Coach Bismarck acknowledges it. And wow, John Boo, Dr. Boo comes in through the middle there. Here comes the boom from Dr. Boo. Nicely defended there. Thomas again. Would there be unfortunately, there has been a net touch by the Ghana Prisons team. I tell you what, the sound of the ball in the auditorium is massive. You can see Thomas jubilating there. And bless captain on court for the Ghana Prisons team goes to see referee Joshua. Felix Blanca is watching us live from Kaswa. Thank you very much, Felix. Wow, Elvis comes back, gets the angle and gets one pass. Bernard Atom there. I tell you what, Thomas and Elvis are doing very, very well for their respective teams. And no wonder they are such a talent in Ghana volleyball. Elvis again on the cross court. Wow. He has been unblockable so far. And the Ghana Airforce team signals for a timeout. Wonderful, wonderful game of volleyball we have here. Interesting day here in the life of Ghana volleyball, and we have a wonderful match here. All interested could join us at the Borteyman Sports Complex, or like you're watching us live on the Super Volleyball Championship YouTube page. It's not by force to jump and set, Kwesiteria, but jumping to set is also a certain disguise, as it makes blockers not detect where your ball is going easily. But well, it depends on the scenario though. Deborah Mensah, I hear you. Thomas comes in strong and gets one pass. The strong block of Bless there, and he finds space. Unfortunately, the ball hits his head and he's down. We hope he's fine. Is it Mubarak says that he's watching from Nado Wuli. Please forgive me if I'm not able to mention it correctly, okay? And in the Upper West region, thank you very much. Keep supporting the channel. Share the link. Let others also tune in. Let them watch. It's an incredible game of volleyball developing here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. This match on your screens is between the Ghana Prison Service and the Ghana Airforce. This is the third place match. Wow. Very, very beautifully done there by Thomas. He has remained unblockable and a very impactful player for the Ghana Airforce team, finding ways and means of making points. Great work from him. Chiamaka Juliet. That is very unfortunate for Wisdom, as he retrieved a ball that his team thought was going out. Wow, what a development here, but Bless also staying disciplined at the net. Blocks out Augustine Jamra. And 20-21 is the scoreline. Guys, the game of volleyball is a game of communication. It's a very psychological game. It's a tactical and technical game as well. Hence, do everything to help your teammates. Even when they commit a mistake like you saw there, just get close to them and then reassure them of what they can do. But that miscue there means that we are tied at 21-21 in the second set. And Ghana Airforce signals for their second and final timeout of this set. What a development we have here as Ghana Prisons have crawled back into the game. Yes, Felix Blanca, Elvis really has power. Similarly with Thomas, they both playing as outside the test of the University of Ghana team. Like I said, I've had the tutelage of putting a thought or two in their heads while playing with them at the University of Ghana. So I can really attest to that. With the right guidance and coaching, we know that for sure they would become one of the best in Ghana. Wow! Emmanuel Abebio blocks out. Bernard Atomde. And Ghana Prison Service edge forward with a point. Mobrik, I will not be able to give you the time particularly, but it's definitely today. After this match will be the females finals between Nigeria Customs and the Ghana Air Force ladies. Ghana Prisons inch forward as there was a net touch. Wow, what a match this is developing into. Obedemi Saencho, the comeback, right? I see. Elvis gets the friendly touch of the net, and this brings us to set point for the Ghana Prisons team as they seek to stage a massive comeback in this game. What a match this is turning out to be. Again, this is the third and fourth place match of the Super Volleyball Championship 2025. Wow, Wisdom finds the fingers and out. Point to the Ghana Air Force team. What will it be? Served. Malik blocked in, and that's it. One set apiece. We are tied at one set apiece between Ghana Air Force and Ghana Prisons. Incredible game of volleyball here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. We are ably partnered by the EIB Network. We are live on GHOne TV and all social media platforms of GHOne and the EIB Network. We are sponsored by Kratos SC. We are sponsored also by Zata Cement, Japan Motors, Perla Mineral Water, Red Bull Energy Drink, Nasco Electronics, Soccerbet, The Meal Box, KD Graphics. We are ably supported by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, National Sports Authority, and the Ghana Volleyball Federation. What an interesting match we have on our hands here, with Ghana Prison Service coming back to equalize in sets. So we have one set apiece. Ghana Prison Service, one set. Ghana Air Force, one set. And on your screens there is Clave, the captain of the Benin All-Star side. a very, very impactful outside hitter for the Benin team. And he had played a flawless match, only that the Ghanaian teams have overpowered him and his team. We have such a wonderful match on our hands. Isaac Champon, popularly known as Escobar, was in your screens shortly. And Philomena also in your screens there. Well, if you can't do well to join us at the Borteyman Sports Complex, the feeeel in the auditorium is becoming more and more expressive as gradually we inch towards the finals of the men and women's game. Mind you, the finals will be for the women between the Nigeria Customs Service ladies up against the Ghana Airforce ladies. And the final for the men will be between Ghana Army and Ghana Police Service. I see a tactical substitution there for the Ghana Air Force team as Nicholas Tete comes to replace Augustine Jamra in the outside hitters department of their team. Yes, Pina is here. Felix Blanca, Pina is here, yes. You know how he loves volleyball. He's not sitting at all. He's just standing and keenly watching. Thank you for joining us. And this is the third place match between Ghana Air Force and Ghana Prisons. Do well to join us for all other matches here today. We are one set apiece. We are tied at one set apiece. Kindly do well to subscribe to the channel, like, and also send in your comment. Tell me who you are, what's your name, and where you are watching us from. I'll duly acknowledge. And Elvis, right on cue, starting from where he ended in the previous set. And here we go again. Thomas, wow, nicely done. Nicely done by Thomas as he gets the line shot there. That's unfortunate for Bernard Thomas. He did not get the fingers of the block and also missed entirely. Thomas comes in through the pipe attack. I tell you what, he's on fire. on all angles of attack and defense. He's doing so well for his team. Farida Idris is watching us from Barcelona. Thank you very much, Farida. Kindly subscribe to the channel. Keep liking and commenting. That's unfortunate miss there for Malik as the ball goes out of play. Chiamaka, I tell you what, Ghana Airforce has such a massive block and they are disciplined with it, such that at every point in time, at least, they may have a touch. And there's been a technical timeout called as Nicholas is down and in pain as himself and John Atta went for the block there. He landed awkwardly as he wanted to retrieve the other ball. And unfortunate for John Atta, he landed on him. He's in some discomfort. Rather unfortunate. We hope he comes back strongly, or we hope he's able to continue to play. Francis, you are watching us from Kumasi. You are in to support Army, of course. Send your predictions as well. In due time, we'll have yes, Felix Blanca. Elvis is always disturbing Ghana Air Force team. Of course, there are players who tend to be like that. I don't know, they have a certain, I wouldn't say luck. They have a certain, should I say, I don't even know what word to put it, but it looks like when that team is playing against them, they are able to bring out all the best in them to be able to help their team. Francis Quenu says, Army all the way. Well, Chiamaka is reminding Francis that Army is not playing. Perhaps he's supporting the other wing of Army, who being Air Force here. But, so I mean, he's supporting the other wing of the Ghana Armed Forces. But, of course, Army is in the final match and will be playing against Ghana Police later today. Miss Mispa, or should I say Gifty, you said you are watching us from Taifa. Thank you very much, Mispa. GHOne Tete is live and watching us from Pong. Thank you, Tete. Thomas, nicely defends there. Wow, Elvis, but unfortunately, Wisdom was too powerful. I tell you what, Thomas is doing so well in both attacking and defense and in all departments of this third place encounter. I'm sure if the match is to end, either him or Elvis will be in huge contention for the MVP of this match. Wow, Doji comes in with a fire. Doji Keteni there. He has come to replace the injured Nicolas Tete. And 5-3 is the scoreline. Thomas comes in. Blocked. Doji. Elvis. Wow. Of course. If it's not Thomas, it will be Elvis. What a match the two of them are having here. Very, very interesting. Wow. Wisdom coming in through the pipe, the opposite attack there. And I like the distribution of Marvin as he tries to set up the rest of his attackers. When that happens, the other team's block are to respect, like you can see on your replay. Elvis had shifted way into the zone 3 position, disrespecting Thomas. Unfortunately, very, very unfortunate. He hits out there. He missed the fingers also entirely. And the replay on your screens, you can see there as Bless was ably defending the line. I'm joined in studio by senior sports presenter, and I can say my boss, Joel. Wow, what an attack there by Wisdom. This guy is on fire, and rightly acknowledged by Thomas there. Joel, how are you seeing the match so far?
I think it's been a great tournament so far. We've come this far just because the great effort from both Kratos, SC, EIB, the synergy has been great. And so putting this one up has been quite a marvelous one. I should say the amplifying of such a tournament alone speaks for itself. I mean, great tournament by all standards. Getting the needed support from other people also, the Ghana Volleyball Federation, everybody also. I mean, it's a great one, if I should put it that way. But one thing I wanted us to clear was really we need to educate viewers who are online watching us as to when an injury occurs in volleyball. It's the education. When an injury occurs in volleyball, why is the player treated on the court and not on the side of the court? Because you had a player being educated on the side of inside the court and not outside to allow really what was going on. So I think sometimes we need a bit of education also on that, because a few people were wondering why he was treated on the court and not taken out. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Joel. I'll be bringing that education soon. And Elvis. Wow. What a match we have here. Wow. Eight is the score line as Wisdom goes in for the power tip, gets the friendly shake of the net into the prison court, and 9-8 is the score line with Ghana Airforce leading by a point. Mila is watching us from the UK. Thank you very much, Mila. Kindly share, comment, and also subscribe. Progeny Plus says that he's watching live with my Jamaican and Brazilian families. Can't wait for the finals, of course. I can't also wait for the finals. We go into the game, and Elvis, nicely done, gets the block there, finds the hands of Doji, And this chap is doing amazing. A free ball for Ghana Prisons. What will they do with it? Malik. Wow. A net touch by Wisdom there gives the Prison side a point. And immediately Coach Bismarck signals for a timeout to the Ghana Airforce team as Coach Silvanos Goka calls for Doji, and then you can see him also talking to Wisdom as well. What a match we have on our hands here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. And like Joel explained earlier, a wonderful partnership between Kratos SEA and the EIB network. And all supporting partners have made this possible. We are so grateful to their massive partnership, giving Ghana Volleyball a massive facelift. Wow! Joshua, top referee there, signals that Marvin's contact of the ball as a backcourt role player traveled beyond the net as he jumped to set that ball, and that is an infringement. And very positive point for the Ghana Prison Service, and the Air Force aren't happy. It's unfortunate for Elvis. (10-11) is the scoreline. Bernard Atum serves. Malik comes in, a tall block but out as he pumps his fist. Wow, a monster block there by Malik. He shuts down Wisdom. And thankfully Nicolas Tete is okay and he's back on court. And Benjamin Mensah comes in to replace Wisdom. What a match we have on our hands here. Wow, Elvis goes in for the tip. Very Elvis there doing all he can to get points for his team. Nicolas Tete right there did not get the fingers. That's rather unfortunate. Oh, Ghana Prisons open a 5-point lead. What a match. And Benjamin Mensah comes in. Dan Drake is watching us from Abidjan. Thank you very much. Kindly do well to share, subscribe, and also do well to comment. Yes, Cecil, Airforce really have the height at the block or at the net. Stephen Yeboah, of course, God bless Mo for organizing this tournament. Friendly tip there by Nicholas. And unfortunately, Abdullah Otu is in some discomfort as Daniel Eriga is watching us from Nigeria and wishing their female customs team the best of luck in the finals. Of course, they are playing after this match, so stay tuned. Yes, Elvis is on serious heat indeed. He's on fire. Ram, we had you watching us from Nepal the other day. You are still here with us. Thank you very much. Do well to subscribe to the page and so in the game of volleyball, it's such that when you get injured on court, just like Joel came to also seek the understanding and the education, there is some allotted time for you to be treated. And when you are fine, you can continue. But if not, then you have to be substituted. Right there, as we saw previously with the situation of Nicolas Tete there. As well, also the treatment on court is to prevent immediate worsening of your case, as jumping and landing on your feet or breaking your ankles sometimes is very, very unpleasant. So we give you immediate first aid before you are substituted eventually, and that one too can help us. And with first aid, you know that first aid, the first option of first aid is to manage the pain and also, put the injured player in a comfortable situation before we seek for further treatment. We continue with volleyball, and Malik comes in and gets one through the fingers of the Kingsley Ekpe and John Bull's block, and Ghana Prison Service maintain their 5 points lead. John Bull comes rather soft but gets the point. And earlier we had Emmanuel Johnson coming to replace Bernard Atom at the middle blockers role for Ghana Airforce. Elvis finds the fingers and out. A free ball. What will become of this? Elvis finds the first fingers once again. And as you can see him there jubilating with the team. Coach Bismarck is not happy. That's an intelligent play from Elvis. Do well to make points for your team. By all means, do well to make points. A timeout called by Ghana Airforce as the Ghana Prisons team open a 7-point lead. The scoreline now 20-13. I tell you what, most people did not see this coming, as the Ghana Prisons team have indeed come to play. They were down by a set, they equalized the set, and now they are leading in the third set. On your screens there is Elvis doing the most. I mean, doing everything possible, utilizing all the weapons of an outside hitter to get his team edge in front. And what a match we have on our hands here. Obed is saying that Prison should maintain this momentum. It's not easily said though, as it could shift at any point in time. Hey, Maxwell, indeed, the rain pan. And Thomas, wow, very uncharacteristic. And Ghana Prison Service open an 8-point lead now. Cecil is talking as a setter. Thomas, the time there, gets the fingers. And he may close down this one. And perhaps stage a comeback. And unfortunately there, Kingsley serves into the net. Wow. 22-14 is the scoreline. But all through the tournament, I can attest that there have been certain surprise results. Will we see one in this match? What will come of this match? And I've said that a lead in Ghana volleyball or a lead in volleyball may be wiped out entirely, as what you wish for may not come through, and you should be very careful about that. And that immediately Coach Al Hassan, popularly called Anas, of the Ghana police team, Ghana Prisons team, I beg your pardon, signals for a timeout as he seeks to maintain this 6-point lead. We are live at the Borteyman Sports Complex. We are live on GHOne and on all EIB networks, or on all EIB social media platforms. We are also live on the Super Volleyball Championship YouTube page. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. Kindly do well to share, like, and comment. That's an unfortunate outball as Ghana Airforce resumes from the timeout and continues to get the points. The lead now shrunk to 5. Elvis finds the fingers, nicely defended by Dr. Boo. Elvis again blocked out by the combination of Emmanuel Johnson and Nicolas Tete. Are they going to stage a comeback? What will happen here? That's unfortunate for Bless as he went he went for the fingers and he's claiming it. For myself, I have the luxury of a replay button. So for my screens here, viewers, your guess is as good as mine. What do you think? Was it a brush? Is he claiming to, have a brush indeed, or was it just one of those things? Somebody has told me earlier that volleyball players do not tell the truth. Of course. I told you earlier that comeback is real in the game of volleyball. The lead now shrunk to 3. And Bless. Wow. Benjamin Mensah. Gets one off the head of Malik Bless there. 2022. Peter Pan also saw an out ball. I'm sure he's referring to that Bless attack there. And Abdullahi Otu has been subbed, and Seth Bauer comes in to set for Ghana Prison Service. Elvis picks up. Nice defensive work there by the Airforce team. Out 21-22. What a match this is turning into. Wow. More substitutions coming in as Theodoros comes in for Emmanuel Abebio. Emmanuel Enchel comes in for Bless Azamati. Justice Crinso says that the 3 people at the Airforce net is strong. Yes, the 3 people at the Airforce net, they are very strong. Very, very strong. Particularly their middle blocker party. Elvis, at the time, finds the hands and fingers of Nicholas. Tags the ball, and out it is. So a point to the Ghana Prison Service. That's unfortunate out service there. Maxwell wants to ask a question. Why do the players on front zones change positions before the players serve the ball? Please, I need explanation because I do not see that in the VNL. Well, so quite recently and very, very recently, that rule has been changed such that the 3 players in the front court can change at any point in time. Once it is your team that is 7, you have liberty to rotate in any way or form. It's not compulsory that you stay in your zones. And then, if the setter were in zone 4, and previously if he has to serve before he comes to zone 2, then this time if they are 7, he can come to zone 2 immediately. So that is a new rule change there for a game of volleyball. I think it rather makes the game focus on attack more than wow, what a game we have. Scoreline now 24-23. Ghana Prison Service, and that's a net touch. They win and they win the third set. They lead now by 2-1. What a match we have on our hands. Wow. Incredible, incredible. Very tensious game. Very, very tensious game. As for many who were watching would think that they would have closed down this game in the early innings. And they now do so successfully. Interesting game of volleyball here. Wow. Very, very interesting. So Cecil is also clarifying that that's the new rules from FIVB. And rightly said, thank you very much, Cecil, for the clarification. I've been joined in studios by my senior commentator, Jones. Jones, you've been here for quite a while. What have you seen so far?
What a game of volleyball we do have on our hands here. And of course, interesting third place match that everyone expected to probably just go in the favor of the Ghana Airforce team, but it has proven a bit different. And of course, you would obviously expect that the Airforce would come tops in this game, but then it has been a bit surprising so far, especially with the way the first set went and then the comeback from the Prisons team. I think the Prisons team at this competition, they've shown that they can build up into the tournament. They can gradually warm themselves up into games, and no one even saw them coming this far. The Ghana Prisons were one of the teams that came into the tournament, obviously with not so much expectation, and here they are closer, a set away from picking the third place in the 2025 Super Volleyball Championship. And what a way to do it if they can beat the Air Force in the final set. But then I think that the players have moved into their groove, and especially with the likes of Andy, seeing how he's warmed himself up into the game, I think it's been brilliant work for them. But then for the Air Force, we know the quality they have, and you always talk about mistakes, tiny errors, and this has obviously affected their game, affected how they play. They'll need to be up and doing if they really want to come out with something from the 2025 Super Volleyball Championship.
Exactly, rightly said, Jones. What a match we have on our hands, and on your screens are some players of the Nigerian Customs side. I can see Taiwo Badmos there, and you know, a few of them. We are in now for the fourth set. What a match this is developing into.
Well, no one saw this coming. I don't know if you also saw it coming, though. That the Prisons could muster a comeback and just a set away from clinching bronze in the 2025 Super Volleyball Championship.
And here we go, fourth set. Emmanuel Abebio gets us underway, and a net touch there by Ghana Prison Service. Once again, I can see a tactical change made there by the bench of Ghana Air Force, now having Bernard Atom playing as an outside hitter with John Atta and Emmanuel Johnson playing as the middle blockers.
Big one there from the man Asamati. And you know, Benjamin Asamati, the athlete would always have a chain around him, and so maybe you never know, they are related in one way or the other.
Benjamin Mensah comes in strong and hits high. Wonderful, wonderful attack from Benjamin Mensah there. Bless gets one through Benjamin's block. Here we go again. Thomas retrieves Benjamin. Beautiful distribution by Marvin. That is a wonderful set out to Benjamin. And Emmanuel Johnson, popularly known as Patty, goes to the service line. That's unfortunate for Ghana Prisons. The ball did not touch the block, and you can see the bench are not happy. And I tell you what, there is no truth in the game of volleyball as you want to win every point as much as possible. Thomas gets the cross-court attack. I think that we are in for a game in this first set as the Ghana Airforce side would like to stage a comeback of their own. Nicely done there by Malik. He gets one past the block. And a few clarifications from the table there so that the Ghana Prisons team do not perform a rotational foul. Thomas goes strong and finds the fingers there, gets the ball out. And 6-3 is the scoreline. Can see him going hard and high on the fingers of the block. Bless is blocked out. Thomas roofs. Seven, 3. Elvis is blocked. He recovers. That's an out ball by Malik. And Ghana Airforce showing that they are coming with some fire in their eyes. And the Ghanaian parlance will say that we are irate.
Binyabre.
Again, Thomas. Very steady at the net.
Well, if I is corrected as it says, Binyaya Coco, that is irate.
Yes. The color red is Coco in Chi, so.
And obviously, the Ghana Air Force team are signifying that here I read and they need to come back 10-3.
And as that went on, Coach Al Hassan calls for a timeout for the Ghana Prison side. Ghana Airforce comfortably in a 7-point lead. Again, I say comfortably with a lot of caution, as we've seen earlier in the previous set that Airforce nearly wiped out the lead of the Ghana prison side. And on your screens now are some highlights of the game. This is the fourth set of a possible 5-set trailer for the third place match of the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. I have said, if you are watching us on YouTube, kindly tell me your name and where you are watching from. I'll duly acknowledge you. Kindly do well to share, like and comment as well. Thomas, wow, what a game this guy is having today. He's easily the best player on the Airforce side. Wow, an intelligent set out there by Abu, as he finds Bless at position 2. There we go again. Benjamin Mensah gets one on the opposite side. And Emmanuel Encho comes to replace Bless there at the opposite department of the Ghana prison side. And right on cue was Emmanuel Abebiu getting one past Jumbu. Benjamin on that turn misses narrowly. Obede Misa has said that Prisons was going to do a comeback. Bernard Atom. Wow. Referee Joshua signals for an out.
We do have a replay, and obviously the screens can tell us.
Yes, that's our privilege though, but as the match goes on live, the tensions arise.
See that again.
Oh yes, he gets the fingers. But of course, you will not say. There's no truth in volleyball. Jonathan comes in through the middle attack there, the quick attack. Gets one pass. Manuel Abebiu.
It is looking likely that we will be having maybe a fifth set, probably.
Most probably. And top referee Joshua Abbey has signaled for Bernard Atom, the captain on court, and he intends to award one of the Airforce players a yellow card. And like I've explained in other broadcasts, the yellow card is to you as a warning. Any other such a card comes to you, it doubles as a red card, where your opponent will be gifted a point. Oh, from that angle there, I think it's an out ball. If I could get that replay again, Well, perhaps it was very close to Joshua as he saw it as an out also. Wow. Emmanuel Abebio comes through the middle very strong. Ebenezer overtaking is indeed allowed. We can all see that the Ghana prison side are on an overtaking run as they've come back from a set down to lead by 2 sets to 1. Bernard Atom, quick hands there, gets the ball through the block. Darlington is talking as a setter, so I can't say much. Elvis, that time the ball did not go through. Nana Kwesi is watching us from Bema Camp. Ifeanyi, Valentine, Peter, you are watching us from Nigeria. Kindly do well to share the link so that your colleagues can also watch. Anani is watching us from Oti region. Michael Amejro are watching us live from Kibi. Thank you, Michael. That time Benjamin hits out of bounds. 10-15 is the scoreline.
Gradually, the prisons trying to close that gap, but the Airforce would need to be very up and doing to keep the set up.
Wow, an intelligent placement of the ball there by Bernard Atom as she finds space at the backcourt. The lead increased to 6-10. Rose Nketia is watching us from Great Britain. Thank you very much, Rose. All out team Airforce, she says. Unfortunately, Rose, I can't tell Joshua that in my position now. Benjamin Mensah has come to play. So the Ghana Airforce team has set ready, hot-handed players to put on a show for their team anytime they are called.
I mean, in the first third place game for the women, we saw 3-2, and then it is
monster
likely,
block.
yeah, that we'll see another 3-2 here as well.
Yes, way likely as it is now. But again, I fear because of what happened in the previous set, I would hold my comment on that. Anything is possible. Thomas again. That's an unfortunate out ball there. His block went out. Wow, Thomas Ofori gets the ball above the block there and massive hit. And a substitution or substitutions for the Ghana Prisons team as Malik has been substituted in an attempt to rest him for the next set, possibly. Charles Owusu is also coming in for Emmanuel Abebio. Solomon Atia is watching us from Takrade. Airforce all the way. That's unfortunate for Sharif Mohammed. He missed there. And the Ghana Air Force lead is back to 7 points. Wow. Very disciplined block there by Bernard Atom, and Coach Al Hassan signals for a second timeout for the Ghana prison side. The lead now, 8 points lead for Ghana Air Force.
Surely, this set is for the Ghana Air Force, Cornelius. Surely, we have another big set on our hands, and I think that it has shown that even all 4 teams that have gone to the final, even right from the first third set game, third place game that we saw between the Elwak Wings, who surprised everyone to beat the Ghana Police team, and now we're seeing another one of such games on our hand. I think the Super Volleyball Championship has lived to its billing, and for all our viewers who have watched, for those who have come here, I'm sure have really enjoyed some top volleyball from the best in Ghana and West Africa.
Rightly said, Jones. Thank you very much, Jones. Anders is watching us from Insawam. You're welcome, sir. Baron is watching us from Burma Camp. Wow, 9 shoot sets there from set to Charles Owusu as they seem to crawl back from that. Or perhaps frustrate the Air Force team to exert more energy in winning the set. Bernard Atom climbs, gets the ball into the cross court. What an impactful player he is for the Ghana Air Force team. John Atta goes to serve. Wow, Bernard Atom with that quick thinking to find space on the court. And he did that with such more to say that he may be very reactive to the game of volleyball. He knows his way around it, and he gets one. Sharif at the time gets one past the block. Here we go, 23-15 is the scoreline. Wow, incredible tip there by Bernard. Again, utilizing all his weaponry. And he sets up Ghana Air Force for a set point in the 4th set. And here we go, Marvin at the service line. Emmanuel Encho gets one past the block through the pipe attack. And Nano watching keenly. The block, and that brings us to the end of the fourth set. We are tied at 2 sets apiece. Jones.
Big game we have here. In fact, it would even leave up to be another final. Trust me. Just that the name might be different. It's just a third place game, but then trust me, in any volleyball tournament, this would be a final, especially with the pedigree of the Ghana Airforce. What we've seen them do in recent times, even in this 2025 Super Volleyball Championship, and then of course in the tournament so far, and then we see the toss of the coin there for who takes the serve. But then I think that the Prisons themselves have come into this game, come into this tournament. They've shown strong resilience, they've shown teamwork, and then they've shown that when they're in the group, they can be very dangerous. And I think it has brought them this far, 2-2, and they've not given Air Force any easy game at all. I think it would be a close one. We might see those ones that might go beyond 25 in the set. You never know, Cornelius.
Well, for the fifth set, volleyball education, we go for 15, but I'm sure Jones knew already, only for a slip of tongue. Well,
I'm saying that obviously, maybe to even get to the 15, do we still need the 2 point gap?
Yes.
So what if he gets to 25?
Well, obviously, that would be a fantastic game to watch out for. And I'd like your analogy of that as well.
It is possible.
Everything is possible in the game of volleyball. Everything.
In the words of one politician in Ghana.
So, Sweet Banana is watching us from Burma Camp. I salute. Martha is watching us from Sudan. Air Force is winning. Good job, our sports panelists. Thank you very much, Peter Pan. Jay is watching us from Niger. Jay, you are welcome. Your ladies team will be playing the first and second placement match after this game, so kindly stay tuned. The link will be shared, or even more pleasing for you, kindly subscribe to this page so that immediately we are on, you get a notification, and then also put on your notification bell to get notifications from the Super Volleyball Championship YouTube page. Some people are saying that prisons will lose the match. Air Force to win this match. That's Joseph Chibueze. Watching you live all the way from Dubai. Let's go, Air Force. That's Festus. Nana Opoku. Festus, thank you very much. Heat. Team Air Force all the way. Watching from Burma Camp. Thank you very much. Do Yevu. Shaba Dauda. Shaban. Okay. You are watching us from Ganasco in Tamale. Thank you very much. It's going to be 3-2. Of course, with where we are now, it will definitely be 3-2. But who will they go to? Ama Josephine says that Prisons, let's go. Joseph says that Air Force to bronze. Patrick is watching us from Nigeria. Thank you very much, Patrick. Kindly do well to subscribe to the page, like and comment. And we begin the fifth and final set of this game. And Elvis gets us underway as the Ghana Prison Service draw first blood. We are in for a game here. Very, very tensious moments.
Very tensious, trust me, for the numerous of the police, the prisons, and the Air Force fans watching here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. And for those watching at home, they know that every point now counts. Every gap is very, very needed. And then, of course, you know that every mistake will go a long way to affect your chances of winning bronze in the 2025 Super Volleyball Championship.
Rightly said. Thank you very much, Jones. And here we go. Party tips recovered. A free ball. What will it be? Thomas blocked and recovered. Thomas again. And a block out. And Bernard Atom goes to serve for Ghana Airforce. 2-1 is the scoreline. Here we go again. Wow, nicely done there. And oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
That's what happens sometimes when there's over-elaboration on the part of some of your teammates, and you see how it goes a long way to affect them. 3-1 for the Air Force.
Nicely recovered. A free ball to Ghana Prisons. Elvis, wow, gets the shoulders of John Atta there, finding the angle. Incredible volleyball Elvis has come to play today. And 3-2 is the scoreline. Wow. Brilliant turn by Benjamin Mensah. He leaped high and then turned in the air to get the line shot there. A dream attack for an opposite hitter. Bless. Benjamin. Nicely recovered. Malik. Oh, that's unfortunate. Airforce now open a 3-point lead. What will become of Ghana Prison service?
Of course, you know that when it gets to a third set like this, it is just some 10 points away, especially when you get to the 5-point mark, right?
Exactly.
15, and you know that it is not like the normal 25, and you need to be up and doing. And I think if the Ghana Prisons really want to pick that bronze, they need to close the gap.
Benjamin. I like Malvin's distribution of the ball as he goes to the hot-handed Benjamin. And he makes soft work of the block there. 6-3 is the scoreline. Malik has been blocked, and wow, Abdullahi Otu takes matters into his own hands. Get the brush out. Somebody says that the momentum is with Airforce. Joseph is also saying that although anything can happen, but Airforce is winning. Well, 6-4 is the scoreline. That's unfortunate for Benjamin Mensah there, as this time his turn and his hit on the ball went out entirely. Airforce all the way by Beauty, and Kwesi Nana says that cool job for Airforce. Thomas comes in strongly once again, gets the fingers of the block. The guy is powering the ball with such venom. Nice game from Prisons. I'm so impressed watching live from Somenya. That is Abraham Benadio. That's unfortunate for Elvis. Very, very uncharacteristic of him. And the scoreline is 8-5. This leads us to a change of court. As you know, in the game of volleyball, in the fifth and final set, the first team to reach the 8 points will mean that both teams will have to change court, and immediately the game continues. Eriga Daniel, Airforce all the way. Yo, let's go. Everything is set. Niger Customs for the gold match. Nicely done there by Bless as he gets the ball past the block and into the Airforce net. (6-8) is the scoreline here. The fifth and final set of the third place match of the men's competition of the Super Volleyball Championship. Blocked out. Malik there. Well-disciplined block by Jumbu and Marvin as they get one. Bless comes back once again. And both setters are doing very, very well, trying to get into each other's heads as they fake out the blockers and give the attackers an advantage. Marvin at that time there recovered. A free ball coming for Ghana Airforce. Bernard Atom recovered. Benjamin Mensah, but hit into the net.
What a game we have on our hands. Cornelius, 8-9 timeout, and look at that fan obviously supporting the Ghana Prisons. So much joy on his face, and now all the coaches would come, bring all the hidden secrets. This is the time that the final tactics, every hidden tactics must come to bear. And I think that this one would be a very close one.
Very close one indeed. And you can see the Air Force supporters there hitting up with the Jama to support them. And I see fans keenly looking on as these are tensious moments in the match. Bernard Atom blocked out again. We are tied at 9 points apiece.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Prisons are alive, Cornelius. Prisons are alive.
They are very much so. And here comes a tactical change there for Ghana Air Force as Emmanuel Johnson comes out for Augustine Jamra. So then that would mean that Bernard Atom would play as the middle blocker, and Augustine will now be playing as an outside hitter. What a tactical change there. Prison is covering very poorly, and that's by Nanaya. Nanaya is not easy. It's not easy here at all. They've played their heart out throughout the tournament. Air Force, let's go point for point. Marvin serves, Elvis receives. Elvis again at the attack, and that's an out ball as he hits out of bounds. And the Prisons team are not happy as they feel cheated. And with me, I have the luxury of a replay, so usually I rely on the replay. And obviously from the reactions of the Air Force team, that would be an out ball. 11-9.
Well, you can get to see that again from another angle and tell if, well, it was way out.
Exactly.
Way
so
out.
Jones once again confirming why I have said that Ghana volleyball, or the game of volleyball, truth is a dicey thing to do. As the Prisons team at the time thought that it was an in-ball. Well, let's continue on as there was a net touch. 10-11 is the scoreline. Benjamin Mensah, wow. 12-10, very tensious moments. Betty Blinks is saying that even if Prisons doesn't win, they have really done well in this tournament. I couldn't agree with you more. It's an in-ball. This point for me is an in-ball, and
well, the official on the lines probably did not get that, and we have an advantage, and now he's being called upon. He's being called upon to get advantage of a replay, and he goes to the Prisons.
Rightly so, rightly so.
See that again for us here. And temporary hold up.
And Emmanuel Abebio is down. And so, like I explained earlier, with an injury to a player on court, the said player is supposed to be treated right on court immediately so as to prevent the worsening of the case. And where the player is not able to continue, he is substituted for another player to step in. But it's very key to note that first aid is also very important in the game of volleyball. We continue. Benjamin Mensah blocked out. Malik dives into the cross court and shuts down Benjamin Mensah there.
Great work from Prisons. I told you they are live. They've tied things up here 12-12. And well, I'm a prophet. You never know, we might go beyond 15, Cornelius.
A timeout call by the Ghana Airforce team, and we are in for a cracker. The auditorium gradually is becoming full.
Look at that again.
This is a miscue by Benjamin on our screen, though. Yes, Prisons is coming in hot. Afari Francis says that he will not be surprised if Prisons win this game. Volleyball is full of surprises anyway. Where is Nicholas? Okay, so Nicholas earlier in the previous set got hurt, so I'm sure he has not fully recovered from that. Thomas, beautifully done. Finds the fingers of Theodoros. And Thomas once again. I tell you what, he is likely to be the man of the match should Airforce win. And here we go. A block out there, very intelligent point manufactured by Bless. Not all points must be hardly driven. Some are intelligent tips and I dare say touches. Bless. Thomas, wow. And he celebrates loudly as he seems unblockable. And if I were Marvin, I'll keep going to the hot-handed Thomas. What a show he has put up here in the third place match of the Super Volleyball Championship. We are in for a big game, and Wisdom comes in to substitute Marvin. That's a tactical substitution for a block. And also a timeout call now by Al Hassan, coach of the prison service team.
Great work from both teams here. Trust me. Obviously, we know that there can never be a draw in the game of volleyball. One would surely have to win, and it tells you how close this game is. We are tied at 2-2, and before now, this point we're tied at 14-13. And I expect that any of these teams who really want to get there should come out. Now, it's a set point, obviously, for the Airforce team.
It's a match point for the Airforce team at 14-13 now. Incredible. Ramat is watching us from Tamale. Ramat, you're welcome. Do all to like, comment, and share. Bless. Wow.
14-14. Cornelius.
Tied once again.
Would you believe it?
This is where we need to find 2 clear points difference before we can adjudge any team the winner.
I told you so.
Well,
today is Sunday. I'm in my prophetic elements. Believe it or not, Cornelius.
So who do you think would win?
Well, I'll tell you off air.
Yes, really good game from Prisons. Look, this place is full of tension now. We are live at the Borteyman Sports Complex. We are ably partnered by the EIB Network and with SAC Company Limited as our title sponsors. This is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship 2025. This match is between the Ghana Prison Service and the Ghana Airforce. This is the 3rd place match of the competition, and we have people watching with keen eyes. We have scouts in our midst as well. We have interested and here we go. 14-14 is the scoreline. Benjamin Mensah blocked out. Ghana Prisons now lead by a point. What a game this has turned out to be.
Well. Ghana Prisons are live. The underdog is backing and wild with sharp teeth, Cornelius. And we're almost there.
See the fans there. 15-14, Seth Bauer serves. Thomas receives, and Thomas, he goes again, finds the fingers of the block. Set, who will get the point? Bless, and there you go! Ghana Prison Service gets the 3rd point position, and Elvis takes off his shirt, celebrate loudly. Wow, what a game this has been. Incredible match here. An incredible match here. And men here are full of tears. What a match.
Well, I told you that it's Sunday. I'm in my prophetic elements. And the underdog, no one saw them coming. No one gave them a chance. And now they've beaten the Airforce. They've shown the Airforce that it is a game of volleyball. Anything can happen. The Ghana Prisons are alive. Ghana Prisons have beaten the Airforce. Great work. Congratulations to them. 3rd place. And you know what they did? They sent the Chama troop into silence. right before that 16 points, the Jama troop went silent. Brilliant work from the Ghana Prisons.
Rather disappointingly for the Airforce team, as their teammates are not even able to line up for the handshake.
What an electrifying moment it has been here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. It is the 3rd and 4th place between the Ghana Prison Service and Ghana Airforce. And what a shock it has been. Ghana Airforce has lost so well to Ghana Prison Service. Ghana Prison Service carried the day, coming in 3rd place. It's been an incredible time, a roller coaster game, coming in and losing again and coming in on the 3rd and 4th set, and finally Ghana Airforce had to take away the wave. It's incredible here. You can see behind me fans cheering the Ghana Prison Service, but unfortunately for the Ghana Prison Service, they are lying so much on the floor and Ghana Airforce couldn't do anything about it. Pretty shortly we will be speaking to the coach of Ghana Prison Service, who have won the 3rd set here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. It is the SAC Super Volleyball Championship here, 3rd and 4th place, and I have been joined by the coach from the Ghana Prison Service. Hello sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Congratulations, an incredible time it is here.
You see, I told you earlier that we were in to do something. Though the tournament, we were not part of the tournament, but luckily one of them dropped and we came in.
Yeah,
and
from Burkina Faso they
that's
didn't
good,
come.
that's good. We told you them that we would pick the cup, but unfortunately we couldn't get there. But we need to take something home. So we are taking the 3rd position to the house, madam.
So you came, you saw, you have conquered, is that it?
Yes, madam.
You came, you saw, you have conquered.
Yes.
Tell me, what was the plan coming in here?
Actually, earlier on, we thought that we prepared for the tournament. But luckily, Navy, I don't know what happened, they didn't maneuver us out of the tournament. And we say, we shouldn't worry. I told the boys that they shouldn't worry. Luckily, Burkina Faso didn't come in. And I said, no, we use 3 days. Only 3 days.
Wow.
To make it up. We train from morning, evening time, we start from 6 and close 9 o'clock in the evening.
Wow.
That's what we did. And we had to told them that we are coming to do something here. And we did it.
Now, in this particular game here, it was a fierce battle. You came in, you saw, first time you lose, you come back, and then you maintained your form and incredibly won the game. How does it feel?
Truly, we are very happy. We are going to let everybody know that we are happy with it. We thank God that has given us that opportunity to come in. And the association who pushed us through in. But we are telling you that the next time we need to come and take the cup. We will not be at the 3rd position again.
Absolutely. You are going with a bronze medal. So
yes,
congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
What should we look out for next to your fans as well?
Oh, I thank them very much. Those we know, those we don't know came and supported us.
Yeah.
I'm happy with them. May God bless them.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So that was the coach of the Ghana Prison Service. They were not part of the competition. It was the Burkina Faso who were part of GHOne, but unfortunately they couldn't turn up, and then the prison service had to step in. They have stepped in and they have seen, they have come, they have conquered, and they are the 3rd place, going away with a bronze medal. But I have been joined also by the man of the match from the Ghana Prison Service. Let's take a lesson to him as well. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Now I watched you through all your game. It was a fierce battle. Sometimes I see you with all your steps and then you come down even on the floor. Tell me, how does it feel after all this battle, you coming in with a 3rd place and a man of the match as well?
Honestly, I feel excited. And I will say a very big thank you to my coaches.
Watch my cameras for me.
I will say a very big thank you to my coaches and my play board. I don't have anything to say for now. All thanks go to God for bringing us to this far. Yeah.
Now, you used 3 days to prepare for this particular tournament because you were not part of it in the first place. Now, with the 3 days, you still came in and you have won the man of the match. Tell me, were you looking forward to this particular award?
Yes, I was looking forward to take the MVP for this particular match. And God be the glory, I took it. I'm forever grateful.
Wow, so what will you tell your fans and, of course, your people as well from the Ghana Prison Service?
I love you all. I love you all. I love them all.
All right, thank you very much. We wish you all the very best. All right, congratulations. So that was the MVP, the man of the match in this particular game, coming in for the 3rd place, winning against the Ghana Airforce team. So it is the Ghana Prison Service who picked the bronze medal here at the Borteyman Sports Complex. Pretty shortly, the final game of itself will be coming on. It will be the women. After the women, the men will also take place. So stick and stay with GHOne TV. We are bringing you all the live coverage here from the Borteyman Sports Complex. And we welcome you here live onto GHOne TV. We are coming to you live in your homes, in your offices, wherever you find yourself. This is GHOne TV coming to you live from the Borteyman Sports Complex. It's all about the SAC Super Volleyball Championship, and this afternoon we are coming to you, bringing you the final game. Already we have played the third and fourth place, and of course Ghana Prison Service carried the day for the men's side as well, and the Ghana LWAC Wings also carried that of the women, coming in third. We have spoken to the man of the match and woman of the match as well, and pretty shortly the final game, the main game of the day, finals between the men and that of the women as well, will be coming on to you live on your screens here from the Borteyman Sports Complex. It's an action-packed day here, everything going on as we are expected. The Ghana Prison Service, who did not even know they were going to be part of this particular tournament, the AS Joannis fell short from Burkina Faso and could not make it, but the Ghana Prison Service came in on board when they were called upon, and they came, they saw, they have conquered, picking the third place and picking the man of the match as well. Pretty shortly, like I told you, the main game of the day will be coming on. But first, let me cross over to my colleague, Sports Atom, who is in the fans, cheering up and chatting with the fans as well. Let's hear what the fans have been saying live from here.